Toronto's new super stadium, CTV under fire, Pierre's Parliament problems, and so much more. Welcome to 6 Minutes, the show that keeps you up to date with the 6 in minutes. I'm your host, Georgie. Let's get right into these stories. Live Nation has announced plans to build a massive open-air concert venue in Toronto's North End with a capacity of 50,000. According to Live Nation Canada executive Eric Hoffman, the new Rogers Stadium will host its first events in June 2025 at the site of the former Downsview Airport next to Downsview Park. Hoffman emphasized that the stadium will cater to mega artists and feature a variety of food and beverage options to provide an enhanced fan experience. Premier Doug Ford praised the project, calling it a major boost for the province's art, culture, and tourism sectors. The stadium will operate seasonally and is expected to run for several years before the site is developed into a residential area, housing an estimated 55,000 people according to developers. CTV News has fired 2 journalists after an internal investigation found they manipulated footage for Conservative leader Pierre misrepresenting his comments during a media scrum. The controversy erupted after an edited clip aired on Sunday, making it appear as if Poilievre was pushing for a motion to defeat the Liberal government's dental care program. However, the original footage revealed that Poilievre was actually discussing the carbon tax, which has been tied to inflation.
While the continuation of the plan appears safe for now, the events of the last week have raised new questions over the plan's future.
That's why we need to put forward a motion.
The Conservatives announced a non-confidence vote.
That's why it's time to put forward a motion for a carbon tax election. That's why we need to put forward a motion for a carbon.
The Conservatives announced a
CTV released a statement saying, "Their actions violate our editorial standards and are unacceptable. Those individuals are no longer members of the CTV News team." The identities of the 2 journalists involved remain undisclosed.
Do I let him do the talking?
Toronto rapper Hassan Ali, known as Top 5, has been released on Monday after the Crown dropped a first-degree murder charge. Ali was accused in the 2021 shooting of Hashim Omar Hashi and has spent nearly 3 years in custody before the case was dismissed. The court ruled Ali's music videos and social media couldn't be used as evidence. Ali denied involvement, saying an innocent man just came home. He dismissed gang ties, adding, "I'm a businessman. Stop the violence with positivity." His lawyer, Gary Grill, called the case weak and criticized the prosecution for using Ali's drill rap persona against him, noting, "That was the problem all along." William Nylander exited Thursday's preseason game against the Montreal Canadiens after a rough first-period collision. The incident occurred when Nick Robertson, trying to give Nylander a push forward, unintentionally knocked him off balance, sending him headfirst into the leg of Montreal's Christian Dvorak. After the play, Nick Kyprios criticized Robertson's move, calling it Bush League. Others, however, pointed to Nylander's slow backcheck, suggesting Robertson had simply tried to help him close the gap on the puck carrier. It seemed like a routine play that went wrong. The Conservatives have tabled a second non-confidence motion in an attempt to bring down Prime Minister Justin Trudeau's government just a day after their first motion was defeated in the House of Commons. Though presented in Pierre Poilievre's name, the motion was tabled by Conservative MP Luc Berthold. The previous attempt was voted down 211 to 120, with the Liberals, NDP, and the Bloc Québécois aligning to defeat it.
Given that after 9 years the government has doubled housing costs, taxed food, punished work, unleashed crime, and is the most centralizing government in Canadian history, the House has lost confidence in the government and offers Canadians the option to axe the tax, build the homes, fix the budget, and stop the crime.
MPs will debate the motion this Thursday, with a vote expected next week. If successful, the motion will trigger a snap election. New music this week. On September 20th, Give My Remains to Broadway dropped Far From Me. Check this one out. Also on September 20th, Devin Cole dropped Sugar Daddy. Check it out.
I don't need your permission to be sexy and happy, cause I make my own sugar and I am my own daddy. Let's go. You wanted a bar.
And on September 26th, Pavlin dropped Coldest Winds. Check this one out.
But everywhere I go, I see your face. Yeah, cause I love you. And that costs you. I know.
All music heard in these episodes can be found in the Showcase Toronto Spotify playlist. And that's it for this episode of 6 Minutes. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and be sure to tune in to next week's episode. One love.